Hello and welcome. I'm Philip Brossard, and here's what happened this week. The military has opened one of its largest army bases to the public. Much of the equipment is from the United States, but the event aims to showcase the country's progress in modernizing its military. Our reporter Jaime Ocon was there earlier in the week for a preview.
Special Forces soldiers making the difficult look easy. This is just one of a handful of shows that are being rehearsed to mark the Taiwanese Army's first open house in 9 years. On September 24, civilians will get a chance to check out some of the military equipment on display at one of the country's largest bases.
静态装备成展，我们主要将国军现在现役的精锐的武器装备陈列在国人面前。我们大家都知道，面对中共的威胁，我们国军已经随时好备战。我们备战而不求战。
For decades, Taiwan has dealt with threats and coercion from China, and it's been pushing to modernize its military in an effort to create a more robust defense. And this open house is a way to demonstrate to the public that the military can handle such challenges. These U.S. Apache helicopters were center stage, and people here were given a demonstration of their power. The aircraft are also meant to serve as a symbol of Washington's commitment to help Taiwan defend itself. The U.S. is Taiwan's largest provider of weapons and military equipment, from things like artillery to anti-air systems and even fighter jets. But weapons can only go so far, and analysts are pushing for Taiwan and the U.S. to step up military exchanges, as that would give Taiwan a boost in its self-defense capabilities. In fact, one of 2 battalions that could be sent to the U.S. for joint training is stationed here at this base. And there are plans to send almost 600 soldiers by 2025.
The U.S. National Guard, in particular, training Taiwanese forces, U.S. Special Forces training Taiwanese forces, all of that is absolutely essential to the defense of Taiwan.
Taiwan and the United States do not conduct official military exchanges, but the U.S. is mandated by law to provide equipment and weapons to help the country defend itself. The U.S. has always had a significant say in how Taiwan should develop its defense strategy, and with deeper cooperation expected, Taiwan's armed forces are set to learn even more about how to ensure the nation's security.
It's one thing for people, for say policymakers in the United States, to tell Taiwan you should follow this particular military strategy. It's another thing entirely when the U.S. is putting skin in the game and saying, not only should you do this, we'll also give you the tools in order to actually implement that kind of strategy.
As military officials here get ready for the open house, they hope the event will be an opportunity to show off its efforts at modernization and demonstrate that it's looking for the best ways to defend the country against any threat. John Su and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.
The Asian Games are officially underway. It's the largest international sporting event after the Olympics. Leslie Liao took the time to highlight some of Taiwan's medal hopefuls.
521 Taiwanese athletes are preparing to head to Hangzhou in China to compete in the 2023 Asian Games. President Tsai Ing-wen handed off the team flag to the country's competitors in Kaohsiung. They have big expectations to live up to. At the last Asian Games in 2018, Taiwan had a record-breaking run.
上一届的亚运，我们获得了17金、19银以及31铜，写下台湾近20年来最好的成绩。
Hopes are high that the athletes can do even better this year, with gold medalists like inline skater Yang Hezhen on the roster. Yang is returning after recovering from an injury she sustained at a competition in Colombia in 2021. A Mexican skater pushed her in the rink, causing her to crash and break her left wrist. Yang also injured her spine in the race, causing her to temporarily lose feeling in her left side. She says that winning at the Asian Games has been a dream of hers, and that she plans to retire after competing in Hangzhou.
其实我们感谢溜冰带来的一切，就是我感觉啊，可以跟同年龄的同学或是朋友，其实经历的都比较不一样，然后也可以去看看外面的视野。
There are also high hopes that Taiwanese weightlifters will bring home a few golds. Luo Yingyuan recently won 2 golds at the World Weightlifting Championships, breaking national records, ones she'd previously set herself.
我想要前3名啊，一定要前3名，不前2名。
Taiwan's athletes will leave for Hangzhou later this week. The team has been given an additional $9,000 grant to help cover their expenses. But while cash handouts are always welcome, what Team Taiwan would really like is to come home with heaps of gold. Isan Pan and Leslie Liao for TaiwanPlus.
Breakdancing is making its debut at this year's Asian Games. Taiwan has sent its top breakdancer to compete in the tournament. Harrell Hughes tells us more.
The moves speak for themselves. Breakdancing started in the United States and is now popular around the globe. And for the first time, it will be an official event at the Asian Games.
其实 breaking 的本质就有点像是我们用肢体语言在做辩论，所以我们要怎么样辩赢对方？那很重要的一个点就是，在观众跟大家看来，你是不是比较受瞩目？
This is Taiwan's competitor, Sun Jian, also known as Quake. He is ranked first in Taiwan, 16th in the world, and is a two-time champion of BC1 Taiwan. That's a national qualifier for an international tournament.
他应该在国际上就是大家会觉得很有爆发力，然后也是动作很有原创力。
Each round of the competition is a one-on-one, head-to-head showdown. Scoring is based on 6 elements: skill, performance, creativity, diversity, musicality, and personality. The music is created on the spot by a DJ. But for the dancers, there are ways to prepare.
我的拿手招式应该是单手的东西，像我以前花很多时间在练一个叫抛的动作，就是以前大家说的大风车，我都会把它做成单手，然后再加上一点自己想的变化，这样。
The stakes are high. Gold medal athletes for certain events at the Asian Games automatically qualify for the Olympics. For Sun, he only needs to live up to his name to make his competitors quake. Alex Chen and Harrell Hughes for TaiwanPlus.
A Taiwanese gymnast has won a gold medal at the Gymnastics Federation World Challenge Cup in Paris. Tang Jiahong scored 14.95 points at the event. Tang also took part in the World Challenge Cup in Turkey earlier this year. His victory in Paris marks a return to form, as Tang tore his Achilles tendon in February. He won gold in the same event at the 2018 Asian Games in Jakarta, but despite his win in Paris, Tang is not competing at the Hangzhou Asian Games. An art center in Taiwan is bringing together 14 young performers from 4 different opera genres. It hopes that by showing them together, audiences can see this art form expand and evolve as it melds different types of storytelling. Yujing Huang has more.
Jumping and spinning 5 times in a row, 22-year-old Yu opera actor Wu Shaoteng casually shows off his acrobatic skills. He's just one of the 14 young performers who will be taken to the same stage under a new initiative by the National Center for Traditional Arts. The program, which launches in October, brings together actors from 4 different genres of traditional opera: Taiwanese, Beijing, Yu, and Hakka. Though young, these performers all started training at an early age and have already spent years honing their skills. But they all had trouble finding audiences, especially for Hakka opera, which is performed in a less commonly spoken language.
自己有觉得说，客家戏好像比较小众一点，但是就是我们也是还是有一群人努力的在坚持在这个岗位上面，可能求的是一份爱演戏的心，或者是喜欢听到观众的一个鼓励、掌声这样子。
The program to promote rising stars started in 2016 and has mostly been held annually. This year, 2 opera productions are being shown back to back, so the audiences can use 1 ticket to watch the different genres. The most obvious difference between these styles lies in the language spoken. Taiwanese opera is sung in Taiwanese Hokkien, the second most spoken language in the country. Its plays are generally from folk tales and easily understood by the masses. It was once the most popular form of entertainment in Taiwan's early agricultural society. Beijing opera, which originated from China's capital, is performed in Mandarin. The language used has higher literary quality, as this form of art is promoted by the government. By placing them together, the organizers hope to expand the audiences for both traditional forms of art.
因为我们的演出是希望说，不同的戏曲的观众都能够去看到其他剧种的长处，而不是说，可能我本来是韩团的死忠铁粉，但是我今天来，也许看到了京剧，也许看到了豫剧，看到了客家戏，我发现其他剧种也有它精彩迷人的地方。
我们发现观众的年龄层有降低，对我觉得这是好事。就是不止我们在培育青秀青年人的这一块上面，我觉得培养观众也很重要。
Taiwanese opera and other genres inherited from Chinese immigrants used to be overshadowed by politics. But as Taiwan has become more democratic and diverse, the art's origins are no longer as important. And now, the next generation of opera performers is working to preserve the different styles for audiences now and in the future. Patrick Chen and Yujin Huang for TaiwanPlus.
New data show Taiwan's low birth rates are becoming more severe. Last year, the country saw a record low number of births at just 138,000. The average age of first-time moms has also slightly increased from 31 to nearly 31 and a half. Meanwhile, a third of Taiwan moms give birth after 35. Doctors say pregnancy over this age increases health risks to both the baby and the mother. But many women who put off pregnancy cite concerns over low wages and not being able to give children a good quality of life. An art exhibition in Taipei is showing off the work of young students with disabilities. Jeremy Olivier has more.
Giving young talent a chance to shine. These paintings were all made by students with special needs. Over 100 of their works are on display at an exhibition in Taipei. One of the young artists is Lin Anping, who won top prize for his brightly colored, imaginative renditions of the night sky. Anping has reduced vision, which makes it hard for him to see the subject of his paintings. But he says with the support of his teacher, he was able to paint something unique.
平时没办法看清楚星星和月亮的我。 花了一个学期，老师教我。
Taipei's education department organized the exhibition, selecting works by students from 4 special needs and regular schools around the city. Out of 17 long-listed paintings, they awarded special prizes to just 4. The teachers say the key to fostering talent is giving students the space to let their creativity flow.
特别会观察细节的，或者是他对于色彩是非常敏锐的，那或者是他是能够看到物体观察后，能够非常大胆，而且是具有特色的，把它再现在画纸上的。好，我们就会尽量给他空间以及充足的时间。
There are around 110,000 students with disabilities in Taiwan's school system. While some are placed in special education settings, most learn alongside their non-disabled peers in regular classrooms. There, they may not get the kind of support and attention they need to thrive. Events like this exhibition show that with the right encouragement, special needs students can release their inner artist. Yisun Pan and Jeremy Olivier for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's first internationally recognized dark sky park is in danger of losing its status. That's after local authorities installed some glaring lights nearby. Traffic officials put up these LED lights on Hehuan Mountain to give drivers road safety information, but the signs pump out a lot of light pollution, ruining views of the night sky. One has been turned off, but authorities will have to deal with the others quickly or risk losing the dark sky designation the area gained in 2019. Thank you for watching Here's What Happened. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. This week, we're signing off with some images of Arabian horse racing in northeastern Syria. I'm Philip Brossard. Take care and see you next time.